Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to install FreqAI using Docker on your machine. FreqAI is a software tool that automates the training of machine learning models to analyze market data and input signals, enabling smart predictions of future price movements. If you haven't installed Docker in Visual Studio Code yet, be sure to check out my FreqTrade Docker installation tutorial. You'll find the link in the description below. All right, without further ado, let's get started. First, make sure Docker's running. Then, open Visual Studio Code and start a new window. Next, open the terminal. Use the dir command to check your current location. By default, you should be in your user directory. Now type cd desktop to navigate to your desktop folder. Now use the command mkdir FreqAI user data to create a new workspace for FreqAI. This keeps it separate from your existing ft user data folder used for rule-based strategies. After this, we can open the folder. Click on the desktop and choose FreqAI_user data. Then click Select Folder. Next, click the button to confirm that you trust the author. Next, reopen the terminal. The default directory should now be the FreqAI_user data folder. Then, use the curl command to download the Docker Compose file from the official FreqTrade repository. After entering the command, you'll see that the Docker Compose file has been created in the folder. Go ahead and open it by clicking on it. By default, the file is set to use the FreqTrade stable image. But since we're setting up FreqAI, we'll need to change that to stable FreqAI. Once you've made the change, press Ctrl+S to save the file. Then head back to the terminal and run the command to pull the FreqAI image. Once it's finished, establish the FreqTrade user directory structure by executing the command docker compose run. rm FreqTrade, create user dir. The rm tag will delete the container after it has completed its task. This command will generate the FreqTrade user directory structure in the user data folder. After running the command, you'll see that a new folder called user data has been created. This folder includes all the necessary subfolders. Next, we'll take advantage of dev containers, which can save us a lot of time. Dev containers are full-featured development environments that let us work directly inside Docker, making the setup process much easier and more consistent. First, create a new folder named .devcontainer. I've already prepared a devcontainer.json file specifically for this FreqAI tutorial. You can download it using the link in the description below and place it inside the .devcontainer folder. This file contains metadata that Visual Studio Code uses to configure your dev container. The dev container is named FreqAI, and in this file, we define the Docker image we want to use to build the environment. There's also a customization section. One key line is initialize command. Docker pull FreqTrade.org/FreqTrade, stable FreqAI. This tells VS Code to pull the latest FreqAI image every time the dev container is rebuilt, ensuring your environment stays up to date. At the end of the file, we also define tool-specific extensions. In this case, we make sure that both the Python extension and Pylons are installed automatically in the dev container. Let's go ahead and reopen this project in a development container. In the future, if you want to run the initialize command again to pull the latest image, you'll need to choose Rebuild without cache from the dev container options. But for now, since it's the first time, we can simply use the Reopen in Container command. This process may take a few moments as the system sets everything up. While it's loading, you'll see a detailed log showing the progress of the development container being created. Now, when we look at the Visual Studio Code interface, it may look almost the same as before. In the bottom left corner, you'll see the name of the container. This matches the name we defined earlier in the devcontainer.json file. Now open the terminal. When you run a command like FreqTrade-v, you no longer need to use Docker Compose. You can simply use the FreqTrade command directly, just like you would in a local environment. So yeah, that means we've successfully installed FreqAI on our machine. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up for more tutorials like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.